What is up, everybody? It's me, Roku, back with some more gameplay. This time we're going to play The Walking Dead within RimWorld, in that I have collected a bunch of mods and other bits and pieces from the Steam Workshop to create an experience that kind of mirrors The Walking Dead within the RimWorld, and we're going to try to survive in it for 1 year. Now, I'm going to kind of try to follow the story of the show itself loosely, and chronologically this is after the gang leaves the farm. So we have Rick, his family, Shane, Daryl, Glenn, and also Hershel's family in the initial group, but it is very likely that we'll eventually run into other characters from the show, because what I've done is I've created a bunch of characters just in the world of RimWorld within random factions, and during a raid or potentially a caravan we might actually see some of our other show characters. Now I try to be as extensive as possible, but I'm not exactly sure whether we'll even get to see them within this year, because you see so many other colonists within RimWorld that even though I made like 40 characters, it's like 40 out of like the like the 500 or like 1,000 other NPC humans that you actually get to meet. So yeah, not too likely that we'll meet the other characters, but I think we will at some point. What I've also done is rework the factions as well. So we have the Saviors, Woodbury, Terminus, the Whispers, and those are all the enemy factions. And as for our allies, we have Alexandria and the Kingdom. I've also created the heads of those factions, the leaders. So we got Negan in this mod too. So yeah, Negan, the governor, Gareth, Deanna, Ezekiel, and also Alpha. Now, we have to immediately get out of the farm. Again, this is like the whole getting away from the farm kind of arc. So I've got a caravan going. Now, mind you, mods can get pretty buggy, so I'm going to try my best to wrestle these guys into actually getting into the cars and then driving away. For now, I'm going to be microing Rick and Shane, as those are my main sort of firearm people. They have the highest firearm skill because they start out as sheriffs. And I'm going to try my best to kind of ward off the zombies to give cover to the other guys as they load up the caravan. In terms of the weaponry, I've given everyone basically just very like kind of the weapons they had in the show itself. So Shane has a shotgun, Rick has his well, it's not a Colt Python. Like, he has a Colt Python revolver in the actual show itself, but the best I could come up with is a Colt Anaconda, I think. I'm not really sure if that's a real pistol or something, but yeah, he has that. And I've also given him the AK, because the vision of him just mowing down those guys in Terminus with that AK was really stuck to my mind. Hershel also has his legendary infinite bullet shotgun here to blast some zombies with. Now, unlike the show itself, Hershel has to reload. Like, I'm not sure if anybody even gets what I'm talking about, but in the whole scene where they had to leave the farm, Hershel basically had infinite ammunition in his shotgun. Like, he just keep racking it and it would just keep having bullets. So yeah, all right, so let's yes! Okay, I gotta really just save real quick, because I've been trying for the last 15 minutes just to get them on the cars and off the map, so this is cause for a celebration. Okay, so we gotta pick a new area for our new base. I'm thinking a hilly area, because protecting against zombies is gonna be much easier if we can use the hills to our advantage to set up some choke points. Now we gotta drive through some Whisper territory, but in RimWorld that's no problem. And you know, the red tents are the Whisper territory, and we have a quest, I think, for peace talks from the Kingdom. Okay, I mean, it's kind of on the way, so I'm gonna head over there, get the peace talks done, and then continue on to our base, because we're not really in any sort of rush. So here are the list of all the factions that I talked about earlier. We got Terminus with Gareth, Alexandria, Saviors, Woodbury, Kingdom, Whispers, and all of their respective leaders. And I've also been careful to set them at different amounts of power. So basically speaking, I've installed mods that introduces different levels of tech. So like the Kingdom faction is basically just knights and archers, whereas like the bandits are like cowboys, and then there are the normal outlanders. So I've had the most powerful enemy faction be the saviors, and then Woodbury and Terminus, those are tied, and then the Whispers. But I mean, I think in the show with the Whispers aren't, I'm not too sure if they're like that much of a threat. Like it's their ability to control zombies that made them dangerous in the show. But yeah, what is this? So yeah, this is from one of the mods where we get to pick one of the two sides in the peace talks between Kingdom and Alexandria. So I'm gonna just side with both of them, right? Rick has pretty good social skills, so he should be able to broker peace. There we go. We have perfect. I mean, we already had high relation with the Kingdom, but we're gonna have an even better relation with Alexandria. So yeah, perfect. Let's get back onto the road and get to our new prospective base. So as I was saying, the Whispers. The Whispers are basically just strong because of their ability to herd the zombies. And they can't quite do that in this mod. Like, I could make it so that the zombies ignore the enemies, but then they would ignore everyone, which would sort of not work out that well. So yeah, let's just get to it and get to our new base. Let's take a look at how the farm is doing after we left it, and it is completely destroyed. I totally did not activate the developer mode and set this whole farm on fire just for the dramatic effect. Yeah, so yeah, oh man, the shotgun shells are on the floor. I didn't really expect that from the mod. Well, yeah. The farm's on fire. Let's keep chugging along. Alright, we are on the road, so we should travel much faster. We are basically at our destination of our new base. Yeah, we're halfway out of fuel too because of those peace talks, so yeah, we kinda lucked out there. So yeah, let's see how this area looks like. Let's settle. So we got a really okay. I think I can see it how we can set our base here. So yeah, we got a bunch of choke points and a bunch of mountains, or rather hills, to dig our base into. Not sure where the cars are moving. Hello? Yeah, I've already fiddled enough to get these guys on these cars to begin with. I am not about to fiddle to park the cars perfectly. I'll just build around them. So, I think I'm going to mainly dig in this big mountain as our primary base, but for now we need an outside stockpile zone, just like how it showed in the tutorial. Mind you, I'm not that experienced with RimWorld, so excuse some mistakes. We're going to enable corpses here to allow us to hunt, because hunting is a very nice, reliable source of early food. Let's chop all these trees down, and now I'm going to basically get like our basic sort of rooms in the mountains, if that makes sense, like a general area, and then we can dig, or rather build rooms into it. We'll get a ton of steel from doing this, because like steel is one of the more abundant resources in RimWorld, which means that we'll be able to build a lot of things out of metal, and I think at some point we might even have like a shortage of wood. Now, despite me saying that, what I'm doing here is basically just like steel takes longer to mine, and these guys need shelter ASAP. I'm not building shelter out of wood, so I'm going to have them build the shelter directly into the mine. And what that means is, if I had them dig the iron, it would take too long, so I'm having them dig the slate only. So we got our fireplace here. Let's get a quick early farm. I think, nah, the ground near the hill is blocking us. I get a big sort of farm here. Yeah, that should do it. It's a pretty huge zone, and I'm going to plant corn. Now, corn is, I hesitate to say the best plant, because corn takes the longest to grow, right? But once it does grow, it provides the most food, or I guess in my experience. Like, rice and potatoes grow faster, but pound for pound, corn grows a lot more, just food units. So I'm going to plant corn there and just try to survive off of just hunting for now. There's also a lot of berries here, which can act as an emergency food source. And yeah, aside from that, we should be building our sort of choke points, we have to essentially cover up the few open zones before the zombies spawn. As you can see on the right, in one day they'll be upon us, so I gotta build some walls here with some doors so we can actually get out of them if we need to. Just, there we go. I'm not sure why I had to pick that specific spot. It just bothered me that there was that empty hole in the wall, but yeah, I'm just gonna not care about that right now. Okay, I want to build all the way up. I feel like that's way too much space. We can naturally expand into it if we, you know, like later on we can expand to the upper territories, right? Those two mountain sort of parts up there. But for now, I think we're good to just stay within this area. So yeah, I'm just gonna fill up this tiny little hole here with just walls, no doors. Just fill it up to make sure that no zombies get in through there. And let's get another wall in here. Okay, I think that's good enough. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Okay, get the doors in. And I think that's everything covered. Good. Now, the way I'm doing things, it makes the early game a little bit more rough than it should be, because you usually want to build like a wooden sort of shelter so that your characters don't just lose their minds, right? Like, it's gonna be a little rough for the characters, or the pawns rather, to kind of hold their heads so that, you know, they don't lose their minds. But once we get the rooms in, it should be like a very immediate mood boost. And also, I think that once the corn start getting online, we should have a very huge source of food that is basically inexhaustible. But for now, we need to hunt. So I'm going to take a main guy, Rick. I did give him the AK, so he is essentially the most powerful member of the gang. I'm going to go have him farm, and I'm going to try to... Let's just do the farming. Yeah, I'm seeing like everyone just move up here, and the way I like to do it is I like to like take one character and shoot everything on a farm, so that the automatic hunting guys are essentially just hauling things. By the way, in terms of work prioritizing, I actually have installed a mod that prioritizes the work for me. I know some of the more like hardcore RimWorld players will like not like that, but if I'm being honest, work prioritization is one of the more annoying parts of this game, where let's say you want a character to do something, it's like just an extra step there that's standing in your way, right? So this way I'm basically just going to handle the emergency stuff, right? And the mindless sort of you know, prioritization of work can be done by the mod itself, which is a bit of a time saver, that's for sure. So yeah, let's get this bad boy. There you go. Okay, in terms of the materials that I actually brought back from the farm, I didn't take too much. As you guys saw, like, the farm I built there was like basically just for show. I only took like food, medicine, some steel components, which is essentially what you would spawn with in a normal sort of RimWorld playthrough. So yeah, it's not too much of a, like, you know, not upgrade, but it's not like I'm giving myself basically the best stuff in the world to start off. It's like what you would normally start off with. I think the main advantage that we have here is the amount of pawns, but I feel like once we start having to deal with the zombies, some people will start getting bit, and we might have a few deaths on our hands. Also, Daryl doesn't seem to be having a good time. I mean, if I was stuck using the crossbow, I would lose my mind too. I'm not sure if you guys paid attention in the initial scene of like the characters fighting while loading the wagons in the farm, but Daryl's crossbow was so trash. Like it just I think it just sucks, man. So it reminded me to give him an actual proper gun instead of that thing. It just sucks, dog. It sucks. Story characters are lying down near the campfire. Thankfully, the weather is quite warm. It's 31 degrees actually, which is crazy. Like IRL me would not survive there. So yeah, let's just get some cooking done with the hunted meats, so that our characters don't starve. Yeah. Nothing much to take a look at here. Oh yeah, the zombie graph. So the zombie graph kind of, if it's at 0 threat level, it basically means that zombies don't spawn, and existing zombies kind of just die instantly. Like in Minecraft, when it becomes a day, all the zombies just burn and die. But the percentage basically determines how much the zombies spawn, essentially, how many zombies spawn. Also, the RimWorld automatic building is kind of getting on my nerves here, so I'm gonna do some micro adjustments to fill these gross looking holes. I don't know, I mean, maybe I'm just crazy or something, but those holes bother me. The rest of the walls seem to be looking fine. We actually have to build them quickly because zombies are going to arrive in 4 hours. And also, oh my god, I actually didn't unload all the cargo that I brought. So yeah, that would have been a good idea to actually unload all that. Yeah, cool. So, let's yeah, let's just keep going. Nothing really much to commentate on. We're just gonna get through the early portion, get the walls built, and see how things go from here. Alright, so all the walls have been built. I'd say we are pretty secure in this area. Let's build the beds so that our pawns don't lose their brains. We gotta build them in a way where the pawns can actually get to the beds. I know it's super messy, but it's basically just there as a stopgap, right? Once we get more space in, I'll move the beds around as needed. Ooh, the zombies are spawning. So just like a bunch of them just spawn at once. Yeah, 57 so far and counting. So the threat curve is just going up right now. More and more of them are spawning, which isn't cause for celebration, though I'm confident that we'll survive I'd say the day or two, and then the zombies will despawn, right? So yeah, let's just build the rest of the beds and see what happens. All right, the zombies are approaching the gates. They're starting to ball up around here. I'm not too sure if the zombies can actually make their way through the walls themselves, but I do know that they can destroy the doors. So yeah, and also here's the RimWorld automatic building at full display. Like I should have installed the mod that builds better, but I'll just I mean in case they can bug themselves through that corner, I'll get that one piece of wall there. Now, oh my god, okay, I think they're getting agitated. Like in this mod, the zombie can just like be normal, but then they can get like angry sort of, and then there's like a super angry mode where they get like these red eyes. So yeah, you don't want to be swarmed by those zombies. I think the general idea is that like you kind of don't want to agitate the zombies that are around your defensive areas, right? I think just committing to killing the zombies is a fool's errand. I think it's just not possible. You can't like commit like half your pawns to just killing the zombies because there's way too many of them, right? And I'm pretty sure that like I don't even think the firepower is there yet. If you had like late game firepower, maybe it would be possible, but I think without the use of like sentries, which I'm going to try to avoid because it's The Walking Dead, there's no way to just get the zombies. There's no way to just clear them out by killing them. So I think similar to the show, the best way to deal with the zombies is to avoid them. And our venison just rotted away, which is no good. Okay, that was like the last bit of food resource that we had. I mean, we have our simple meals, right? So that should keep us going for a while, but it doesn't bode well. I'm just gonna have like the stockpile within the actual like dugout area, so that you know our foods and stuff aren't easily, like when you put things outside RimWorld, they decay much faster. So I'm gonna create some space in here so that they don't decay. All right, I'd say that the base is shaping up quite well. We have a lot of space. I need to open up an area for the fridge, but for now I'm gonna move the beds like to kind of be in a row so that they're more aesthetically pleasing. But yeah, good. I need to create a fridge ASAP because without the fridge, our foods will decay. I don't think I can deal with that spacecraft. Not yet, anyways. We got enough components for now, right, for the early game. But well, if we run into a component shortage, we can simply just dig through these mountains, and I think we should create like a stockpile zone in the mountain itself to stop the decaying. So yeah, let's get these things going. Good. I think I also build like an actual external wall. I mean, it's not that necessary, to be fair, aside from just keeping temperature consistent, but I'd say that like as like a last stand, if the zombies get through the outer walls, we can kind of like hole up in our little base here and then get eaten. Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure that if we got all of our colonists and fought like a herd, we'd lose. Now, to get the freezer to work, I definitely need power. Maybe not too much. I think like 2 would suffice, maybe 3 for good measure. But yeah, all right, so far so good. I'm gonna double up on the wall layers because the zombies kind of started battering down the doors. So if I have like less than 1 door, or just if I have just 1 door, then they'll break it and get through. So I think that doubling up on the layers and getting multiple doors in should make our defenses a bit more difficult to get through. Let's see. Yeah, our base is shaping up quite nicely, if I do say so myself. Maggie's putting in the work there. Good job. Yeah, I think we should try to get that freezer built, the walk-in freezer for the food. I mean, there's not much food to speak of, mind you. So let's just like there's not much food, but let's just build it so that the food that we do have doesn't go bad. So yeah, let's get some wooden shelves in here. And turn them just so that they look aesthetically pleasing. You can also put the one shelves in the corners like these. Don't worry in that, like there's a worry that the double shelves, the part that's in the very much corners, won't be accessible, but they're still accessible. So yeah, the characters can manipulate things diagonally, so all the shelves are accessible with this format. I'm gonna have them remove this torch so we can add one more. Beth got stuck. Okay, I'm gonna have her dig her way out. Yeah, the RimWorld AI does this all the time, where the characters just dig themselves in with no way out. So yeah, I'm gonna have her sister help out a bit. Yeah, I think Glenn can take care of the torch. I'll put electric lamps. Why not? I mean, we're already using electricity for the freezer. Why not, put the lamps in? I'll get one more shelf in here. Rick can take care of that. Perfect. Okay, time to like select all the shelves, link them, and then make it so that only food can be stored here. So yep, I'm gonna disable everything else. Just food. Perfect. Looks good. Looks good. Okay, so they should start hauling in the food into the freezer automatically. Let's get like a general stockpile zone in the actual area. Keep like deleting them. Alright, just like I'm trying to get things perfect here. But yeah, I'm gonna have it so that nothing except just food can't be stockpiled here, so it gets stockpiled into the freezer itself. Now for the coolers, I think 2 should be enough. There we go. And we need some power lines here to connect them to electricity. For now, I think at 200 each, the cooler should be very much taken care of by the wood generator, so that's perfect. All right. She brought the meal into the freezer and ate it there. Wonderful. Okay, Beth is still stuck there, but I think we're about to get her out. Nice. Oh, she's just staying there of her own volition. Okay, so let's just set the temperatures of the freezers to... It has to be below 0 degrees, right? It has to be like below freezing to actually keep the foods edible. So I'm gonna do -1 degrees, and that should do it. Let's just check the temperature to see if it's working. It is. So it's slowly but surely going down. And why is the mountain so warm? Yeah, let's just get some coolers in here, some passive coolers. Yeah, I don't know why the mountain itself is actually so warm. Is that because because the sun heats the rocks, so it's kind of like a big oven that we've dug out here? I hope not, but I think that might be how it works. So it's basically a heat amplifier. As long as it doesn't reach like 40s, we should be fine though. Ooh, look at these boars. It's gonna take a while for these to grow. And these boars do look delicious, so yeah, let's get a brick to hunt them down. Come on, Rick. Come on, Rick. Alright, so father and son, Rick and Carl. Let's do this. I'm gonna try to just get everything shot. Get out of the way, Carl. Oh my god. There we go. There we go. It's taking cover behind the rocks. Carl, get out of the way. Oh my god. Holy. Oh, that's a double kill. Nice. One more. Perfect. Okay, so this should get us going for another while, right? All this meat. We'll just have to get it cooked up. And yeah. Alright, it's been a few days and our base is starting to take shape. We got another zombie onslaught on our hands. They've not yet accumulated at the northern walls, but the west and the south walls are getting their fair share of zombozos. So yeah, I'll try to pay attention to the ones that are closer to our big base here. And look at how beautiful it is. It's perfectly, not perfectly, but it's kind of more rectangular looking. And we got our production tables at the bottom right. So you got the stove, etc. Let me just put some more in there. Let's get the butcher table in too. We got a lot of animals to butcher. And yeah, there's a lot of rocks in here that we got to get out eventually, but I'll see to that. Yeah, the food situation is looking worse and worse. Like these guys just gobble up food. That's like the whole bad part about having like so many colonists. They eat a ton of food, and the zombies don't make it really easy for us to gather food from the outside. So I wonder if they can actually survive without losing it until the zombie wave goes down, because if it doesn't, then we're doomed. Let's just create a dumping zone for all these stone chunks. Like, it just bothers me that they're in here. If I'm being honest, I just hate it. So yeah, let's get a research bench in here too. That slate chunk is in the way. I'll have to get rid of that. Gland. Why is no one hauling it? Huh? Is that correct? Alright, I was messing around for a bit, but I figured out that you have to input the haul command first, and then they start hauling it. I know, crazy. They do what you tell them to do. So, yeah. There we go. So once that gets hauled after Daryl's nice little nap, we should be able to put our research table right next to where it needs to be. Also, I'm gonna disallow basically everything because of food in here, because I just don't want random crud in our freezer. Also, I'm not too sure if the wood holding the door open actually brings the temperature down or so. So I'm gonna have the wood be removed from here. Yeah. Okay, that's they're quarter grown, and also okay, we gotta hold the medicine quickly because it is decaying. Yeah, the corn is quarter way grown, so that's nice. Whoa, the mountain is collapsing, so I gotta get some pillars in here. I was under the impression that it would hold, but it seems that the mountain works like any other structure. So let's get our pillars in here, and then we'll dig those ugly rocks out of the way. Yeah, those don't look good. I'm surprised no one got crushed. I mean, my first playthrough, like I had, like all my colonists were crushed by rocks. And okay, Shane is actually fighting Beth. Okay, well, we didn't catch the entire fight, but I'm not sure what they were fighting over. My guess would be that Shane was talking about killing someone and Beth didn't like that they had to be killed or something like that. I don't know. It's just Shane killing people. You know, let me tell you something, Ray. Let me tell you. All right. Let's get some of this steel going. Because we have the pillars built, we can dig more and more out of this area and turn it into anything that we need. We can turn it into individual rooms for our colonists. We can turn it into like more storage area, more freezers. You know, we need space for our high-tech fabricator at some point down the line. So yeah, the growth rate is relatively good. The weather is just perfect for these plants. But okay, we only have one meal. Not good. To help with the power situation, I'm thinking of getting into batteries here real soon, but we need to build our research table, right? So yeah, just get those rocks out of the way. Like, it's something that I told myself to do a while ago, but that's just how it is when you live with crippling ADHD at this point. All right, there you go, our research bench, and now the pillar is in the way. Oh my god, I'm losing my mind here. There you are, and there we go. Finally, now that we have that, we can actually research the tech that we need to survive. We're the ones who live. Let's get the chairs in here too. Make sure everyone's comfy as they do the work that needs to keep us alive. Let me see. In terms of tech, I'm not gonna go into the super high tech stuff, right? I don't want to use turrets or like high tech implants. Oof. I kind of want to do something that will keep the morale up though, so maybe we can do beer brewing. Also, beer goes for a lot of money, so if I could get like a nice beer brewing cycle going in the base, that could be a very nice source of money. Although okay, how are caravans gonna get here? Because there are way too many zombies at the gates for caravans to just get over here, and I'm pretty sure given the AI they'll just run into them and get themselves killed. The food situation isn't that good either. Maybe I can tame these two raccoons and get like a raccoon farm going. Maybe. Things are not looking good. Faction assault. Okay. It seems that the kingdom and Terminus are gonna battle on our lands. Now, Terminus are like bandits. Where are they? Oh, okay, there they are. Okay, so the Terminus are bandits with guns, and Kingdom is basically medieval guys. So let's see how this matchup goes. And okay, okay, they both immediately got shot into bits. Yeah, that didn't go well for our allies. But fortunately, their target isn't us, but each other. So yeah, they should. Well, they should execute the guys on the ground and then leave soon. Also, we've officially ran out of food, so we're now surviving on berries and berries alone. Yeah. Not good. Yep, here they go. Executing poor Journey. Well, I hope that in the future, in one of these events, we don't have like a named character die. Because that would be kind of anticlimactic, you know, we don't get to capture them, they just sort of fall. Man, this dude, Lori, what are you doing? Why are you stargazing right near the zombie wall? Are you stupid? Oh my god. They're tearing the door down because Lori just where are you going? Oh my god. Okay. Man, like, she is one of the more annoying characters in the show, but man, she's living up to her reputation. Let's get more support beams in here. Huh? Where would they go? I'm trying to like think in terms of where we're gonna mine next. Sort of kind of future-proof the structure. So yeah. We got a caravan here from the kingdom. And oh my god, okay. They're gonna get swarmed. Okay, let's just see how this battle goes. I'm pretty sure plate armor is relatively good against zombie bites, right? I'm pretty sure like if you're fully armored up, you should essentially be immune to zombies. Oh, okay, one of them got swarmed already. Dusa, the cave builder, is about to fall. Is she taking I mean, she's kind of holding them off, but man, because they're using bows, they're not essentially clearing their allies quickly enough. Man, I was assuming there to be like less zombies at our gates, but no. There's plenty of zombies to go around. Okay. So she's still standing, but the rest of them are just watching her get killed. And oh no, dude, they're eating her. Oh my god. Okay. Oh my god. Okay. This is, I think if we want to trade, we have to essentially load up our wagons and just drive around to trade. Oh my god, the main trader's been bit. Thing is, in the mod, bites can be infectious or not, so maybe she's good to go, maybe not. We shall see. They're kind of holding their ground so far, but also not really. They've already lost 2, potentially 3. Oh my god. Okay, oh my god. Dead in 2 hours? How? She's being eaten alive here. And her companions are just watching. Oh my god. Can they shoot her at least? So that she'll die faster? I don't know if I can watch. Oh god. Okay, let's just I guess harvest more berry bushes? Are there even more berries left? Okay, what just... Oh, the boomalope. The boomalope exploded. I think it caught a stray arrow or something because the zombies don't attack animals. Okay, they're still eating the corpse. They're shooting their own animals more than they are the actual zombies. Yeah, we have to replace Daryl's crossbow ASAP. Like, just no question about it. Okay. Someone turned into a zombie. But these guys weren't bitten.
But Dad, those guys weren't bitten.
You see, Carl, the guy at the lab told me that it don't matter no more. That you get turned to a zombie when you die. So it wasn't me, right? Must mean there was some kind of The Walking Dead title screen. Also, is that Gabriel? Oh my God, it's him. I did not expect to. Are there any other named characters? Don't think so. It's just him. Yeah. It's completely him. I did not expect to see a named character so soon. Yeah, none of them are named. They're just the default characters from the game itself. But yeah, he's been kind of just brawling with the zombies here the whole time. Holy. Yep, Gabriel Stokes. It's him. Man, alright. I didn't configure his skills, but... Okay, he's healthy. Wait, what? The armor seems to be fully protecting him. So I guess the medieval armor is zombie-proof, right? So you like the zombie, like the medieval guys, the kingdom guys, have their advantage in that their armor basically makes them impervious to zombies. Well, not all of them, just like the high tier ones, because they're mostly just wiped out here. Like all this blood is just theirs. So yeah, if Gabriel can get away, I think I'm relatively happy with the outcome of this. Whatever this is supposed to be. Yeah. I think aside from Gabe, everyone's gonna die here, but I mean, I'm half tempted to try to capture him, but we're not really in a position to leave this area because zombies are swarmed at every single gate. I'd say there's like a roughly like 30, 40, 50 at each gate aside from this one, I guess. Also, we are really gonna start to starve soon, so I'm gonna have the gang kill the raccoon. And also, Bertram. Okay, I just realized that Bertram is actually a female, so yeah, Bertramette. That should be good to go. But yeah, let's see how much meat that raccoon gives. Like 20 or something. I'm not expecting too much. Oh, 40. And some change. That's pretty good. Should net us 4 meals to get us through the moment. Alright, these zombies are getting especially angry here. As you guys can see, because they actually like ate the corpses of the kingdom guys, they're now super enraged. So I'm gonna make the intelligent choice to just block off the walls and the doors so that there isn't any room for them to break through. Now, I don't think the zombies at the northern areas are enraged, so we don't necessarily need to do that, but we definitely have to for these 2 gates. Like, those guys are gonna break through at some point, and I don't want to bring death upon the Walking Dead gang. And oh, okay. Oh, where'd they get in here from? All right, Daryl's just been punched so far. Okay. As I make the conscious choice not board up that door, it gets broken through. So yeah, let's get Shane in here too. Come on, Shane.
Yeah, what is that?
Okay, that crossbow is so trash. Switch to the AK, Rick. Come on.
Oh, man.
Alright, so let's just get Daryl out of this situation. And get some of our gun guys to stabilize the sitch. Okay, I think that's good enough. Hershel can handle, like, because he's got a shotgun and they're kind of like funneling in like that, I'm pretty sure he can handle whoever he needs to handle. Okay, let's just undraft them and get to treating Daryl. Okay, so the zombie situation isn't completely done with. Yeah. Less fertility, what a huge problem. Also, I gave him the decapitated foot, right? Okay, so there are no bites. We definitely need a doctor here, and Hershel is our Main man Doc. Okay, the whole gang is starving. We just straight up don't have food. Yeah, I mean Daryl is already. I mean, he's already wounded. Maybe we could eat him. Okay. Yeah, our survival is not looking good here. And the zombies are still getting through here. Oh my god. Okay, can these two not aim at all? Holy. Come on, Hershel. Come on, old man. Let's see what you got. Pew! Nice. Okay, I'll just micro him to get this built, because I feel like if I don't, it's never going to get built. So yeah, let's get that creature's brains blown out. Do the auto one first, please, so they get stuck. I mean, it's doors, she can't get stuck. Okay, we took care of that situation relatively quickly. And because we're starving, I've made the choice to kill Bertram. Sad, but it's necessary. And also, okay, I might have killed Bertram too soon. The zombies are dead, so we can actually go hunting. So, yeah, I think I killed Bertram for no reason. Not a good feeling, but on the other end, he was just a raccoon, which means that he wasn't that useful. I'm going to go for this Mega Sloth here. They have a lot of... Okay, Lore's just on a psychotic break. Fair enough. But yeah, Mega Sloths have a lot of meat and a lot of fur, which makes it quite useful to hunt them down. And we'll take care of these gazelles as well. Gazelles as well. I'm a rapper. Okay. Rick's just firing blanks. They're reloading. Good. Okay, let's get these hunted and get to cooking them up. Alright, so we got a caravan here. I'm going to get Rick to trade with him. They seem to have a few animals on hand, so if we can get like a pair of like cows or whatever, we should be able to jumpstart a nice old farm. So yeah. Rick is injured, but that shouldn't matter. So let's see here. I think we got enough chem fuel. Components, we're good on that for now. Let's just sell all this leather. They want steel, so whatever we buy will make up for it using steel. Do we want these clothes? I'm not too sure, because I don't want to waste too much money on things that aren't like entirely necessary for the early game. So yeah, let's just get all the components. Why not? Could prove helpful. I have had many moments of running out of components, so we most definitely need them. And we got a pair of cows and a pair of ducks. Good. I mean, cows kind of reproduce at a decent rate, but ducks, they lay a lot of eggs, and if we can get them hatched, we can have a lot of ducks. I'll make up the difference and actually get silver from Lynn, the bulk goods trader here, by selling the rest of the steel I have. Is that good enough? Okay, we need a bit less. And there we go. Perfect. Alright, we are almost about to finish researching batteries. So I'm going to have a little battery room right here. There we go. I think we have enough components to sort of fill the room out. So yeah, let's just get the batteries out. I'm gonna start from right here. Gonna leave a gap between the batteries so that they can be repaired, and I don't want to block the door, obviously. So yeah, maybe I should have built the door a bit in the middle, but I really don't care at this point. Oh, made a mistake there. Come on. Okay, I'll do it right this time. Okay, there we go. Nice. Let's get that pillar also deconstructed, because the walls themselves will keep the area up, and I don't want anything stockpiled within the battery room itself. Now the batteries are kind of, they act like wires themselves, so I'll connect the power line to them. I'll connect the power line to our tailor table as well. And then I'll build like one wire between the arrays of batteries. just to connect them into the system. And yeah, I mean, our corn is starting to grow, which is good. We've gotten a lot of food from hunting, and we've got a bunch of animals in our farm. As you can see on the right, I've secured the farm a bit. So once the corn starts growing and we get a lot of animals in, we should have like basically an endless source of food, because the corn will feed us and it will feed the animals because of the kibble. And as for the kibble, we'll just kill the animals to make more of it. Or we can just feed them corn in like emergency cases, but that shouldn't be necessary. All right, the batteries are completed. Perfect. And I think on top of the wood generators, we need a bunch of other forms of energy generation. I think that the wind turbines are the easiest ones, right? I have installed like the medieval mod, which gives me a windmill, and a windmill is basically just like a it's essentially a worse it's a worse turbine that doesn't take components, right? But I don't think we need to use them so far. We're pretty good on components. Right? We got 30, which is plenty. So yeah, windmills generate a lot of electricity on their own, so I think they should be good to go. We just gotta clear their way out. All right, I'll just chop these down and then chop that one tree down separately. We basically gotta clear the the front and backs of the turbines so that they can generate power more efficiently. That's why you can't build turbines in like closed areas, or like you can't have them facing rocks, for example, because they will just block the airflow and not make it possible for it to generate at its maximum capacity. So yeah, my little pawns are creating what they need to, and a ship to the stars. Now I think that might not be the worst idea within the world of Walking Dead, but we'll see if it gets to it, right? First we gotta handle our worldly stuff in terms of dealing with the saviors and stuff like that. And also the zombies have appeared to have died, which is perfect. Oh, what are you doing, Maggie? Oh my god. Hauling heavy fur. Oh. Yeah, you don't need to do that. Get back inside. Get back inside. There we go. Is that zombie alive? I think he's dead. I don't know. But the zombies are decaying, and it seems that our characters have picked up a few bits of clothing from the dead zombies. Now, I think we should try to tame some animals. I feel like if we can tame like a bunch of like pairs of animals, like a pair of turkeys, a pair of like boars or whatever, we should be good to go. Also, I mean, they're wearing the clothes. Now that the zombies are gone, I'm going to allow them to stockpile these and wear them if they want to. I'm not going to specifically make them take them because I don't really care. Whether they wear, I don't care what they wear, just that it's sufficient enough to weather the storm. And Carl has successfully tamed a turkey. Good job. Well, come on, Daryl, you got it. Come on, Daryl. Come on, Daryl. And he failed. Okay. Not good, but he should get another chance at some point. This one is a female. Not good. We need a male turkey to get a lot of little turkeys. I'll get that one anyway. We can just like eat it, or like eat the eggs, I guess. Alpacas, I mean, maybe they're not the most useful from a food perspective, but we could use the wool to, like, if we get a quest where people want an order of clothing, for example, we could use the wool for that. So there we go. A group of travelers from the kingdom are passing by. I do not care. I think we can switch to a higher quality of food now. I mean, I'm not saying the food is extremely abundant, but we have plenty of food for like a solid while. So yeah, in terms of dates, I think this is like a quarter of a year gone already, right? Like we started in, like, if you look at the bottom right, it's September, and that's spring. So we're a quarter done with the year. Things are looking well so far. And if they continue, we should be good to go. And Lori is in a good mood. Let's hope she can... Ooh, she's cooking up a storm in there. Oof. Nice. Well, let's hope she can make some good food to keep our boys fed. And nice, we got more alpacas trained. Drag them in there. We have both genders of the alpacas, so that's perfect. That should allow them to reproduce, which gives us a solid source of animals to feed on. I'm gonna let the characters like grab these king robes because like Hershel's wearing one, Rick's wearing one. Like everyone seems to be loving them. So yeah, if they love them, why don't they marry him? I'm sorry. All right, the weather is gonna start getting cold right now. It's already gone from like around 30 to 20-ish, so I think it's about time we cover up our farm and transform it into more of a greenhouse. So first off, I'm gonna chop off all this wood so we get more wood to work with. And yeah, let's just build like a enclosure around the farm. Just a simple rectangular one should suffice. Now, in terms of our to-do list, we need electricity, we need sun lamps, we need heat, and also pillars. Yeah. Like I've learned from my lessons, so I'm not gonna have the roof collapse on my plants. So I think a few in the middle, because I know the walls themselves also act as pillars, kind of. So I think just like 3 in the middle should suffice to keep all the roofs up. There we go. We do need our heaters, so I'm gonna put them in the... maybe that's a good idea. I'll put them in the middle, right? I'm not too sure how the heat works in the game, right? I don't know if it matters where in the room the heat can be. What I'm gonna put up here are the sun lamps. There we go. The range is quite short, so I'm gonna have to put like, I think 8, right? 4 in a row at the top, and then 4 in the bottom row. We should put it like this. Yep. I know some plants will be basically left out of their range, but I think that's not too much of a problem. And I'll put heaters on both sides of the pillars, sort of flanking them. I think 6 should be enough. Let's get a roof going as well to seal all that heat in. Some doors on every side so it's accessible from everywhere. Perfect. And we definitely need more power here. Like sun lamps are very much power hungry, so we gotta create a first of all power net here to make sure everything's connected, and then get more power generators. I think wood should be fine for now. We just chop, or I've set my pawns to chop off a lot of wood here. Okay. It's good that they tamed the ibex, but I think it's time we cut our losses when it comes to the outside world, because the zombies are about to spawn again. If you guys saw the graph, yeah. Okay. Rick, I like alpacas as much as the next guy, but yeah, good. So I think everybody is indoors. Once the farm is complete, that should be good to go. And I'm also going to have them dig a bit more so that we can prepare ourselves. Because the thing is, corn is like a very high output sort of plant. So, like, once we do harvest it, it's going to take up so much room that our initial sort of freezer won't be able to store all of it. So I'm going to build a preliminary freezer right here. Yep, I'm gonna build like a spare freezer right here and surround it. There we go. There we go. So yeah, we should be able to store the corn. And once we get a good sort of rotation in terms of like, oh, we eat this much corn every year and then we produce this much, we should be able to use the corn to actually trade, right? Corn is traded in basically every single civilization or every single type of settlement. So we should be able to get a lot of food going, and because of our lot of food, a lot of money which we can use to buy good weaponry without necessarily having to research it for ourselves. But I think I want to research weaponry myself ASAP, because the weapons from the world can be of like somewhat trash quality. So if we can get like a Hershel or someone with a high crafting skill to create like the guns for our characters to use, we should be able to just straight up mow down anybody who tries to attack us. In terms of animals, the cows are doing fine, but we don't have male turkeys, which does hurt our potential turkey population. That's fine though. During the process of building the farm itself, nothing's gonna grow, but once it's built, it should be good to go. Alrighto, our farm is basically done, or almost done. They just need to build that upper wall, but our power net is proving to be a bit too weak to handle these sun lamps. Like, I don't think the turbines and the wood generators can handle the farm, so I definitely need to build more sources of power. I mean, the thing about wood fire generators is that they're a bit of a stopgap, in that like they're good temporarily, but once you reach a certain tier of a colony, it's not like wood becomes inaccessible, but it's like you use so much wood that you can kind of run out of it, which is not good. I picked the wrong kind of conduit here. So I'll have to try to find a more renewable source of power to power everything with. But I don't have the components for it, and nor do I have the space. I mean, we can't really just like litter this whole area with winter, else I'm gonna just block off all the entrances. Or I'm gonna build an additional layer of steel doors, just so that it's harder for the zombies to get through. But yeah, I can't just litter the whole area with turbines, because turbines take up a lot of space, and space is not something we have of like a lot of. Food wise, we're doing pretty good. I mean, we don't have a lot of crops, but that should solve itself pretty soon. And also okay, how did the zombies get there? All right, Hershel, get your shotgun out. Let's do this. Yeah, how did they even get through the door? Okay, Daryl, no. Okay, Daryl seems to be safe. Work that useless crossbow, boy. All right, the other entrances are safe. It's just this one where they're bugging through the door. Yeah, did they open the door? Did they destroy it? Nice. Bam. I mean, shotguns are like your ultimate zombie destroying weapon. Just destroy them. Good. We got the defensive line built here. And I mean, you guys see that the doors aren't destroyed, but the zombies are somehow getting through. I don't get it. It's kind of annoying, but we'll find some way to deal with it. And also, more zombies. Okay, Hershel. Stop running, bro. I mean, that zombie has a nice sombrero. All right, we gotta get like these zombies cleared out. So, come on, right? Or I'll just use Hershel. I mean, Hershel's shotgun is pretty effective, right? It's a farmer with shotgun from Dragon Ball. He's the most powerful character. So, yeah. I hope those aren't children zombies. Holy. Okay, I mean, children zombies give you like a debuff on mood when you kill them, and Hershel didn't have that, so I think they're just regular zombies. Okay, that's cleared out. Good. Our battery situation is looking worse and worse and worse. Oh my god. I'm not too afraid of the food situation, but it's oh. All right, yeah. The fine meals require vegetables. Let's do like a carnivore fine meal, just with meat. I'm also going to vegetarian so that like it's kind of like it takes care of itself without having to me micro it. right? But yeah, good. Get that food out, Lori. Yeah. Okay, what? How do these guys get in here? All right, the other door is also bugging. Wonderful. All right. Okay, no one's nearby. It's just Beth and Carl. Carl. Okay. Can you guys get him? Beth, why don't you shoot them? Okay. Oh no, she's gonna die. Rick, what are you doing? Rick, help us. Can they do it? Can they do it? Oh, we got him one back inside. Okay. All right, Rick. I'm just gonna control you. Get in here. Get in here. Yeah. Okay, Beth better not shoot Rick accidentally. Okay, Carl almost died. Not good. Crisis averted, but how did these guys get through our walls, man? I don't get it. I think we gotta just do it with the doors. Like, do we? That has to be a bug, no? That has to be a bug. Okay, what are you aiming at, Daryl? Oh my god, okay, the zombie's right there. Yeah, the crossbow dealt no damage. It's the heavy crossbow, too. It's like, I tried to get like the best crossbow in the game for him, but it just sucks. Alright, yeah, Lori, save Daryl. Yeah, Lori. I tried to get her like a pistol that looks like the pistol she had in the show, or like the revolver. Alright. Okay, nice. That works out. Okay. There's one more zombie pushing himself through the gate to the top right. Let's put a door through the area here. Now that I think of it, it's kind of unnecessary, but it's been part of the wall so long, I don't want to tear it down. I mean like the middle wall that's separating the left and the right part, the part that it just put the door through. But yeah, I'm gonna try to open the door here and then kill the zombie. Oh, okay, his body is blocking the door. It's gonna decay soon, right? That's what the zombies do. Yeah, let's just do it with the. I mean, the doors are so buggy. I think at this point it's just safer to like not deal with them at all. So yeah, Rick, get to work on those steel walls, Rick. Ricky Dicky Doo diagrams. The farm's looking good. Things are shaping up well. I mean, it's just the zombie knives are so inconsistent to survive through. So I'll consider a success when we have a good source of food, and also when we survive the zombie nights without so many incidents that need me to just sort of micro. Because we want to do things outside, right? We want to do things in other settlements and take part in attacks and stuff. We don't want to just stay cooped up in here. So the moment where I don't have to sit here and do everything is the moment I'll consider all this a victory. Yeah, this is a long zombie night. We still have got like 3-4 nights to go, which sucks. But on the bright side, our farm situation is completely handled. So yeah, I think we're good to go on food. Alright. We are getting raided by the saviors. Where are they? Oh, they're this is so like within the theme of The Walking Dead, isn't it? Then just popping out of nowhere in their pods. Alright. I mean, there's a lot of zombies, so I seriously doubt that they'll get through them. I think if it came to a fight, we could beat them, but the zombies are too big of an obstacle for these guys. Yeah, they're not getting through. Just in case I'll save, but they are not getting through here. And also our power situation is not looking good. I built a bunch of the windmills from the medieval mod to make up for the power differential, but that is not enough, so I need to build even more of them. The windmills essentially act as like inferior turbines, like I mentioned. So let's just destroy these roofs apparently that's stopping the turbine. I think I'll build a bunch of them right here too. There's a lot of empty space to use. Like, it's so power hungry. Each solar lamp uses like thousands on its own, and we just use 8. So yeah, I think like if that's not enough, I don't know, bro. like that has to be enough to feed our little greenhouse here. Like, we're only power pause. Okay. What? Oh, the saviors have flamethrowers, right? Yeah. Okay, so they just set themselves on fire. Okay, they set the zombies on fire, and then the zombies just swarmed them, so they set themselves on fire too. It's one of the more spectacular ways people have gotten themselves killed outside our walls. So I dig it. My only worry is that this guy's still burning. just getting crisped up nicely. Holy. Yeah. Just getting eaten alive. Fugly. His name is Fugly. They're eating Fugly. Burning zombies. That has to be the worst death possible. Getting eaten by burning zombies. Also, our wooden walls are catching on fire. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna have to do a bit of microing here so that the zombies don't burn themselves through our defensive barriers. The thing is, I'm not too confident in the ability of my colonists to kind of fight the zombies off. So yeah, I'm just gonna build some steel walls in so that we don't necessarily have to tend to the burning, right? Because, like, I don't want to have dedicated fire pawns. I want to just have them build this wall and get to work on other more important stuff, like those wind turbines. What you doing here, Shane? What you doing here, Shane? Beating fire out. Good. Alright, I mean, the construction is not going fast, so I'm going to just micro the characters to do it quicker. Come on, Hershel. You got it, old man. I was today years old when I found out that in RimWorld, steel walls can catch fire. So, yeah, we essentially have to just stand here and put the fire out until the zombies burn themselves to death. And the annoying part is, because zombies build up at walls, if any other zombies come in here, they'll catch fire too. So there'll be an infinite pile of burning zombies. Now, I'm not too sure why fire wasn't used to destroy hordes in The Walking Dead, because, like, I feel like a zombie would just kind of, like, zombies walk in herds, right? And because they're decaying, they're dry, so they can catch on fire more easily than like a normal human, right? So I feel like if you set fire to a bunch of zombies in a herd, that stay in the herd, and the entire herd would just burn to a crisp. Right? I feel like that's like a very efficient way to take care of zombies. So not sure why they didn't do it in the show, but yeah, our corn is starting to grow to its completion. This is perfect, just as we're about to run out of food as well. So now that the corn is starting to grow, we should be able to feed our survivors for a long while. This harvest is going to net us, I think, just thousands and thousands of corn, right? And the previous 1,000 meat we had lasted us through like a month. So I'm pretty sure that this corn should last us through like the rest of the year, but that's only like one bunch of the harvest. And by harvest, I don't mean like the entire thing. I mean just the ones that will grow the fastest, which is the corn that's on the fertile ground. And our animal situation is looking better and better as well. Yeah, I'll just get the. I think I'll just cancel out the meals that are made with meat, because we have so much corn that we can just feed our regular survivors with the corn, and I'll keep the meat so we can make kibble out of it, specifically just to feed the animals, right? I think that is more efficient than eating the meat itself. And while just vegetarian meals, like, it's not that efficient. Like, the most efficient way is to just cook a meal with both meat and vegetables, because I think the way it is, you have to use like a bit more resources to create a purely carnivore or a purely vegetarian meal. But I don't think it matters, because again, corn is a very nice crop, and if you can survive until the point where the corn actually gets harvested, you can get a ton of food, more than you know what to do with. And like I tell you, once we get in that cycle, we're going to be a big corn empire. We're going to be selling corn and feeding the entirety of the world, which is going to be nice. Our wind turbines are keeping the system alive. That's good. The main bad part is that the entire power system is connected, in that if the sun lamps take way too much power to power, that's also going to knock out our freezers and stuff, which means that all the food that we have is going to start going bad. So that is like the big, huge kind of worry that we have. And also, they're still on fire. Oh my god. Like I said, the more zombies are going to come, and they're all going to get set on fire, and that is going to mess us up. Ugh. We still have 2 more days to survive this nightmare, but once it's over, the zombies should be cleared up. I cannot wait for the long while of not having to deal with these zombies. 500 already. That is a good number. Our meals are doing good too. Lori is out here cooking up a storm as usual. Where is she? I don't care where she is. Everyone's getting a bit of a snooze going. Is the TV connected? Just to make sure I'm connected with wires. God, they're still burning the walls. This is so annoying. Yeah, good job, Hershel. I think okay, whatever. I'll just like honestly build another layer, because those walls are about to burn down, man. Actually, never mind. I'll just have them repair the walls, I guess, in the emergency cases. Yeah. Okay. We're currently being raided by Woodbury. It's not a very impressive raid, I'm afraid. They first like blackmailed us in that like, oh, give us 500 silver or we'll like and we'll protect you, but we didn't give them the silver because we already have the best protection possible, the zombies. So I'm pretty sure they're just gonna get eaten alive. Yeah, the AI is not too good at kiting the zombies, so I seriously doubt that we'll have too much problems from raids and stuff, unless we get late enough into the game where, like, as you guys know, some of the Outlander raiders can just drop on top of your base, so that won't be good. And yep, they got caught, and now they're getting consumed. Yeah, a gruesome death, but not my problem. It's their problem. So yeah. All right, so the zombies have stopped spawning, and we've gotten a quest that there's essentially a guy being held prisoner by Woodbury, and we're gonna go rescue him, because more colonists means more working hands, which means that things get done faster, which is always a good thing. Now I'm just gonna take Rick on his own, right? I don't think we need too many pawns to actually do some of these more aggressive things, and I personally don't like to micro a lot of units at once. I mean, I am a League of Legends player, so I only play as one unit. But yeah, so first up, we're going to open up the area, the wall, so that the car fits through. We're going to get the wagon with Rick, the sheriff, no one else. And in terms of items, I think we just need like food and medicine in case he or the prisoner gets shot. So yeah, the main challenge here will be trying to get this done within like a certain time frame, because we only have like 2-3 days until the zombies spawn back. And if we don't get it done by then, things won't really be good, because Rick will essentially be stuck outside. And if he doesn't have enough money to kind of trade for food and stuff that he needs to survive, he's just a goner, right? He'll be forced to essentially raid enemies to get survivable materials, right? And also chem fuel is a bit of a bottle cap. Chem fuel is quite expensive, and without fuel, the car doesn't run, so he's on his feet. Now, because the zombies are gone for a few days, we get ample time to do whatever we want, really. I mean, because we have our food supply already up and running, we already have 4,000 food, and that's like... most of the corn that we have isn't even hauled into our stores, so just... yeah. I love corn in RimWorld. Anyway, because we already have a lot of our resources that we need like available in our little base right here, we don't actually need to leave it too much. We could just kind of chill in there, and I think the colonists can handle themselves. So I'm gonna basically focus on Rick and Rick alone. Okay, we just reached Alexandria, or one of Alexandria's settlements. Now that we're off the road, we're gonna start driving a bit more slowly. And I think is there anything I need to micro? Don't think so. Let's just try to see what's in the... how are they being held captive? Let's just see that. All right, so here we are. There doesn't seem to be a lot of guard keepers. Within the radio message, it was told that there will be 3 of them, but I think Rick can handle them. As long as I kind of get good position behind these rocks and then just take pot shots, should be pretty easy for us to handle them. Okay. Come on, Rick. Take a shot. Okay, that's one down. That's pretty easy. Let's get the rest of them. Yeah. If he takes cover too, this is gonna drag on for a while. Good. That's the other one down. That guy's got a pretty decent rifle. I might bring that back with me. Like, I don't want to... this is a good opportunity for me to pick up weapons from my enemies, essentially, right? But I do want to basically fill my base with a bunch of unneeded weaponry, because a lot of the time, traders don't even buy the weapons. So, yeah. I'll just have him shoot a bit more often. Just spam bullets out instead of aim them. Doesn't seem to be working. Just aim it, buddy. Aim it. Okay, I think if he's healing, so we can move to a better angle here. And the rock is not actually in the way from here, so I'm pretty sure that this angle lets him just kill him way more quickly. Yep. Perfect. I'll enable all of these so that we can pack them as we get out of here. Perfect. Now it's time for us to check out what's in this building. That's the prisoner down there, Carrillo or something. But yeah. Just don't need to aim, just spray it down. Spray the door down, pal. Okay, we got some plasteel, which is useful. Fire at the door. I hope he doesn't fire an extra shot and accidentally shoots the Camilo. Carrillo. Okay, there we go. Let's free him. And so the rescuee joins the gang. Let's just assume that he's part of like the Vatos gang for like their initial seasons, right? All right. So Rick, Carrillo. And let's grab all the food, right? It's just free food staying around. Good meals, berries. Let's get the plasteel, psychoid leaves. And I think I'll grab some of these weapons too. Just Yeah, the RFB looks good. I'll grab some of the clothing too, I think, just so that I kind of like hauling clothing from my earlier combat encounters in RimWorld, because like sometimes I want the colonists to just wear what they want, right? They kind of know for themselves what is best, I guess. So yeah, I'm giving them the opportunity to wear the appropriate clothing. And so we've rescued Carrillo. His stats aren't the most impressive, but in RimWorld, it's more important for characters to be there. Like, it's not very important to get like the characters with the most stats, right? Stats, like they're nice to have, but they're not vital, right? It's okay to have a character with terrible stats, right? The more destructive thing is characters being too mentally unstable, because like when characters go on like a mental breaks, it can be like, oh, they're just gonna hide in the room, or they're gonna eat a lot of food, or it can be like they're gonna run around punching everyone, or they're gonna run around insulting everyone, which brings everybody's mood down. So that's no good, you know. So characters that are more prone to things like that are usually not the best to have around. That's like the main detriment, I think. But there's a very easy way to solve mental breaks, which is to beat the character up. Like, I'm not sure if this is intended, but if you can beat the character who's having like a mental episode into the ground, they'll just get back to reality. So yeah, if someone's just losing their mind, you don't need to be sensitive or have a talk. Just lay them out. Just get the whole gang, just beat them into the ground and leave them there. And it'll be all okay. They'll get up, just alright, whatever. Hey everyone, Rick's back! Rick, yeah! Where is he? There we go. Rick's back, everyone! He's brought a friend! Okay, so let's get the pawns out. Let's get him settled in. Carrillo the bureaucrat. I hope you fit in well. Now let's plug up this hole. I do realize that maybe like a garage door or something would be a better idea, but we've not researched that yet. So I'm gonna give this gun to Shane. Yeah, he's like my right-hand man to combat-wise, so he should have the gun, and Carrillo can have Shane's old shotgun. Nice. So everybody is armed in quotation marks, because the main combatants on the team are just like Rick. Also, I've created this new room here for the eggs, because all right, so when you get fertilized eggs from the turkeys and the chickens and the ducks, I don't have chickens, I have turkeys and ducks, but chickens as well, you got to keep them at warm temperatures indoors so that they hatch. And I've been keeping them in the freezer, so they've all been just dying, right? So I've created a new sort of like an incubator to hatch the fertilized chicken eggs. I mean, yeah, I was kind of expecting way more turkeys to just butcher, but this is the reason why it has been working out. I've been killing the babies, the baby eggs. But yeah, now that we got the heat settled and we got a nice little incubator and we got all the power's not connected. Okay. Also connect this electric smithy. Gotta connect it too. All right, now that those lines are done, it should be warm enough for the eggs. But yeah, the eggs hatch very quickly, so yeah, I have no fear in my mind that we'll have a lot of nice little ducks and turkeys to eat. Yeah, as you guys can see, it says ruined by temperature, so it's like that's just dead. It's basically just a dead egg. But the eggs that we place in here in the future will be okay. Okay, so Hershel just got high inspiration. We should use that to... He's got taming inspiration, so we should use that to tame like a hard to tame animal. I think this Mega Sloth should do just fine. If we can tame like a male Mega Sloth and a female Mega Sloth, that would be super huge, because, I mean, first off, they're kind of like dogs in that a Mega Sloth can be trained to do things like haul things, so it can work like a colonist kind of. It can be used to attack. It's really tanky, so you can just kind of send it in to soak up a lot of damage. And the best part is, I think food-wise, Megasloth is one of the more efficient sort of tank animals, because a Megasloth eats the same as a colonist, which is like way less than an elephant, for example, or a Thrumbo. So if you get the, like, obviously a Thrumbo is way more valuable. So if you get the inspiration sort of thing, definitely go for the Thrumbo. I mean, if you get the tamed inspiration, definitely tame the Thrumbo. They live way longer, and they're way more worth it. But since we have no other choice, the Megasloth will do, but it's not bad, right? A Megasloth, in terms of damage, in terms of health, is like, it's generally the second best after the Thrumbo. The elephants are a bit more easy to tame, but they eat way more. So I'd say, given this circumstance, we got a really nice pet here. If we train him to do a bunch of useful stuff, he should be good to go. And as you guys can see at the bottom left, the eggs are going to hatch in a few days. The heat is keeping them nice and toasty. Oh, look at all that corn, baby. Look at all that corn. Nice. And I think I'll put a few more windmills in, right? These are the worst windmills, right? Not the turbines. We are basically out of components, so we're just relying on these bad boys to keep us up. Yeah. We really don't want our network to go down. All that food we brought can just rot, and that would be a complete waste. We got to get rid of all these trees too, because as we mentioned before, trees stop these windmills from working at maximum efficiency. Let's connect them up here. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay, the net is fine, but these batteries need to be charged way more quickly. The way it works is that because the sun lamps are only on in the morning, it means that like the power usage is really high during the days, but during the nights the batteries get the charge. And if it doesn't charge enough during the nights, then we're gonna be out of battery. And also the whispers are raiding us apparently. And actually, there are no zombies to protect us, so we gotta actually fight them back ourselves. Okay. Oh wow, that's a. Are they coming in from the other angle? I don't think so. There's a lot of them there. Okay. We gotta just 11. Okay, we gotta draft a bunch of our colonists and actually fight them back. So let me think here. We definitely are gonna take a Rick. Not Lori. Shane. Beth has a rifle. We can take her. We're not gonna take Daryl. His crossbow sucks. Shane's got a good rifle here. Let's just forget that. So. Okay. I think this should be good. I'm taking Daryl too because he's got it. Like maybe the crossbow will be useful in high range. All right, let's get in here. Let's take care of these whisperers. Okay, Hershel's just owning them. Okay, Hershel the MVP. Okay, where are the rest of them? It's only 3. They're going all the way around. Yeah, they are. Like, just look at the right there. They're going all the way around, so we gotta move our troops to the northeast exit. I'm just gonna let them turn. I'm gonna pull a Rick and just let him turn. No, let him turn. Tattered apparel. I do not care. Maybe, I think it's better to go from the other entrance, I guess. I'd rather them, like, the tribals are only dangerous at like close range, so if we keep our distance, we can effectively take care of them without too many troubles. Oh, okay, that one got close. Daryl, no! Alright, okay, Daryl and Maggie got gone too. Okay, the cavalry's here, boys, don't worry. Okay. So Daryl, he needs some treatment. So this okay, we need to save them. Thankfully, we fought them back. So let's undraft everyone and rescue these two. Yeah, we gotta be quick. They're like half health. So if we let them bleed too much, they can actually just straight up die. Okay. Fire. The fire get here. Okay, whatever. Let's I guess collect these foods and stuff. Make this raid work for us. At least we get something out of it. Your rifle, why not? Crossbow. It's Daryl's crossbow. Should get at that. There's no point in killing them or anything. Let him turn. Let him turn. Yeah. Okay. Okay. We seem to have gone to them just in time. Thankfully, there was not like zombie bites or whatever. But yeah, I think these two are safe for now. Okay. Hershel. What? Okay, I guess he was stabbed too, and no one paid attention. Okay. Yeah, let's tend to Hershel as well. So, I mean, that was a devastating attack, right? 3 of our guys are down. They're not dead, which is good, but yeah, our combat ability is severely weakened. We're kind of just relying on the zombies to protect us, so I'd say we've grown a bit soft against human targets. But I feel like once the zombies start dying down, and we can send Rick to attack the enemy, we should be able to scrounge up more weapons. And if we get more like ARs going, we should definitely be able to arm like you know, Rick, Shane, and then we can maybe give Daryl an actual weapon, right? Give them guns that they can actually be dangerous with, right? So yeah, zombies are starting to spawn, so I'm just gonna... Can he pick the... Is it okay? I'll try to see if we can pick up the Jade. Okay, this gun sucks. It's like a single shot aiming gun. It doesn't have an automatic mode. It does no damage. It does 5 damage. Are you serious? Okay. All right, Shane's in trouble. Shane's in trouble. Oh no, Shane's been bit. Shane's been bit. Okay, no. All right, that is not good. Okay, so a bite can be lethal. It's not like The Walking Dead with this mod, in that like a bite can be lethal or it can't be lethal, but I think I've set it to the point where it should just be lethal most of the time. So yeah, this is not good. He got bit in the right leg. Okay, if the symptoms start showing, we could just amputate his leg. We could pull a Hershel on him. Okay, so yeah, pick him up, Rick. Oh no, they're turning. So I own hubris. I pulled the Terminus Rick, like, let him turn. But then, by doing that, Shane got bit. Not good. That's like almost half the squad in bed. Not good. Well, gunsmithing, right? We do need good weaponry, so let's just level that up. Then we'll go into microelectronics. Let's get rid of these modifications. Yeah, there's not much more I can do. Yeah, no. We just gotta keep them nice and fed. Alrighty, a weaponsmith from the kingdom is showing up. Immediately straight out of the gate. They're getting swarmed. I don't think any named characters are among them. I feel like the game goes out of its way to make named characters, like, to give them good gear. So, I think we're okay, right? Yeah, I don't want these. Dude, I don't want, like, one of my colonists to just randomly walk out of the base to pick that up. But, okay, they seem to have taken care of the initial wave of zombies. So that's good. They should be able to take care of that one, too. Yeah, the problem is they're not staying grouped up enough. They're separating too much. They're just not even gonna survive. There we go. Like now there's like, ugh. If they came a few days later, we'd actually be able to trade with them, but no, their timing was not that good. Mind you, they can actually get here, and if they do, I'll, I guess, tear down my walls to let them in, but I don't think they're gonna get here in one piece. Now, some Woodbury is right next to us, so, or like a Woodbury settlement, so I think at some point we gotta get in there to clear that out. And also, we have been getting like Woodbury raids too, so maybe if we take that base out, we'll get less Woodbury raids, right? So yeah. Alright, so I've taken on a quest to deliver a sufficient amount of dusters to a specific colony, but it seems that Rick won't have the time to go and come back. In that, like, he'll be able to go peacefully, but when he comes back, the zombies will have already hoarded our gates. So I think what's going to have to happen is that we're going to basically send Rick out to do a bunch of these quests. So that's like the duster quest right there. But we're going to send him outside to do a bunch of quests, and then once the zombies are gone, he can come back and sort of bring us his loot. And by loot, I prefer him to either trade for or, I guess, pick from corpses a bunch of solid weapons. Now, the problem with these dusters is that everybody wants to wear the dusters, and okay, I'm gonna have to rip this duster off of Hershel's sand, so give me a second. I am not joking when I say it took me like like a solid 15-10 minutes just to get the duster out, but we finally did it. So it's time we build up the wagon. So Rick, he's gonna have to take all the... First he's gonna get some food, just so that he can survive. We're the ones who live. And I think just to trade, he should take a bunch of corn. See, our harvest has given us like roughly 12k corn, or more so 11k, but a lot of corn. So I think we should take a lot of the corn with us, along with all the stuff that we want to actually trade, so that in case there's some emergency supplies that Rick has to buy, he can just buy them outside using silver, like food or chem fuel or whatever, and then he doesn't have to permanently be inside the colony, right? Because we don't want him to basically just like abandon the car and start walking on his feet. That would take way too long and not be good. Also, I've built another cooler right here. I mean, it's a little understandable given how successful our harvest is. Like, I don't think these guys can actually eat all that food. So, yeah. I'm going to build another cooler. But I'll try to keep the coolers empty from the corn by regularly selling it every chance I get. So, yeah. All the dusters are loaded in. There's 14 I counted. The corn is being loaded in by multiple people. And why these don't have fire? There we go. Okay, yeah. It's been built. Good. Yeah. Let's just skip to the part where we're on our way. And we're off. So, I'm gonna real quick try to board up this hole. Rick's dead. We don't need to care about it anymore. But yeah, I mean, we got him out of the base relatively late. As you guys can see, the zombie onslaught will start any minute now. So, yeah. We gotta plug up all of our holes, essentially. Power-wise, I think we're doing okay. All of our batteries are full. And if your batteries are full at night, that is the optimal case, because that shows that your network is self-sufficient. Get a bunch of visitors from Alexandria, and Rick is already making good way. I mean, dude, the roads are so nice. Yeah. It's really tempting to wipe out that Woodbury base. There's also a bounty near it, if you guys saw, but... Okay, dude, I just hate visitors so much. We gotta close, and they're getting in our base. Okay, Lori, dismiss this visitor. Get him out of here so we can actually close our base. What would happen if you actually, like, closed it off, and... like, they'd be trapped in here. Oh, okay. Caravan ambush by a squirrel. Are you serious? Can he just run them over? Try to run them over. Yeah. Oh, I missed. Aha. Did the squirrel jump over the car? Okay. Just gun them down, Rick. Nice. Not sure what the point of that was. Not sure why you would stop the car when faced with man-hunting squirrels, but not my problem. So yeah, I don't know why it's targeting the Whisper base, but yeah, this is the area I gotta get to. Okay, good. Yeah, I'm not sure why it's targeting the Whisper base there. I mean, they are tribal, so maybe with good tactics, Rick can wipe them out, but raids kind of need more than one pawn to do properly, because unless you have like top tier end game gear, you can't carry out raids alone. I don't think I want anything in this quest. Yeah, Luciferium is not safe. So let's just block this gate up and hope that Rick comes back in one piece. The Savior's bases. Oh no. Oh no. Hope it's not too much of a problem. Yeah. If it was like the actual show, the Saviors would kill one of us. Got another horde coming in. And they've attacked the visitors. Oh no. Yeah. They're just getting devoured. We've closed off our walls just in time to not get eaten. And them getting eaten is not my problem. Okay, so yeah, let's just finish the quest here. Alright, there's bad news because the quest asked for medium quality dusters, and I brought a bunch of essentially just dusters I picked up from dead bodies. So yeah, let's just sell them all anyway, and just sell the corn that we brought with us. And also let's sell Daryl's stupid useless crossbow. Let's get him an actual gun here. Not a lot of guns, not a lot of good ones at least. We need like assault rifles, automatic rifles with good range to help us fight people, right? To use the range to advantage. But yeah, I mean, 5,000 gold isn't too bad. Let's trade it with Alexandria, right? Maybe they have good weapons for us. Things are quiet over here, but I mean, Rick is essentially just locked out right now. He can't come back into our base. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to basically drive him around to trade, to attack some of the weaker targets. Maybe we'll go for some of the bounties that we were asked to go after, get some stuff done. We'll definitely buy some more food for Rick. Like, we don't want him to starve on the way. And we don't have that much that we actually want. Yeah, not a whole lot useful here. Oh, these turrets are so tempting to use, but one of the things that I did promise was no usage of turrets. So, oh, they're so tempting. No. No turrets. This is a no turret run. Turrets would make the defense way too easy, because then you could just spam turrets everywhere, right? Like if you have enough components and electricity, you could just spam the turrets, and that's the entire zombie threat gone. So yeah, let's just attack the safe house. The king put a bounty on a guy in that safe house, and Shane and Beth got into a fight apparently. I think this is the second time. They just don't like each other. Holy. But Shane just beating up Beth. Just why, bro? Oh my god. Like, just it's a shocking sight, to be sure. Understatement of the year. But yeah. They both seem fine, though. It just seems to be like a light squabble. Yeah, Rick is approaching the prison camp. Let's see what he can do. Alrighto, here we are. One of these guys is a target for the king. Drunk Serpent Richarlski. Yeah, I'm just gonna kill everyone. Yeah. Let's just save here. In case we get ourselves murdered. But, I mean, I think Rick can handle it. There doesn't seem to be any turrets. I think they're... What, are they just ignoring Rick? Let's take cover. We don't want to be in all their side ranges at once. We gotta pick our fights here. Come on, Rick. Land your shots, Rick. Come on. Okay. We gotta back off. Alright, good. That's one kill. This guy seems to be a close... Ooh, Rick with another kill. Okay. What? Is that a grenade launcher? Okay. Yeah, okay. Rick got shot. Not good. Let's, Oh, it was just a shrapnel from the explosions. Okay. Okay, that's directed. Come on, Rick. Oh, no, that's not directed. Rick! Take that. She took a full spray down to her face. Nice. And that creature is just leaving. Holy... Okay. Tend to yourself, Rick. Tend to yourself. Hurry up. Don't die. Yeah, okay. This seems to be a victory. It's good. I'm not sure if I want the grenade launcher. I'm not a big explosion fan. So I think I'll just leave it on the ground. I'll definitely go for the other weapons, though. I think they had a few useful stuff. Ugh, squirrel, are you serious? If that squirrel kills anyone, I will just... Like, if that squirrel, like, damages someone enough to get them to pass out, I'll just let them die. And also, where's the UMP prize? Let's see here, they go here. Oh, it's okay. So the second I killed the guy, the UMP and the gold dropped in here, and they already hauled it. In terms of who should have the weapon, I think Glenn. Like, he sounds like someone who could use the SMG. He's like a kind of runner kind of guy, right? All right. Rick's taking care of himself. Let him reload. Well, that's just him continuing to treat himself. Good, he's not bleeding. Perfect. I don't think he'll still be able to return, right? Which means that we got to get him to essentially rest out and about. One thing that's for sure. We gotta see what this place holds. In terms of the food, I mean, we got a lot of free food here, which is good, right? Let's see what else they got, though. Surely they have something else tucked somewhere here. Yeah, I don't want to get the shrapnel from the door to attack Rick. Or to hit Rick. Nice. Nothing. Okay, let's just reform the caravan and get out of here. It seems to be done. Good. A victory for Richard Grimes. Perfect. Well, let's reform caravan. The car. Sign Rick. First of all, we'll take all the food. Let's just take this weapon. Nothing. This one. And also, let's just take the clothes. So why not? I mean, we're probably not going to bring them back, but we can at least sell them for money. And I'd say that's that. Perfect. Okay, let's go to Alexandria here for trading and also for Rick to sleep. Like, it makes more sense, I guess, to RP that he rests at Alexandria and not, like, in the middle of the road. So... Alright, Rick is essentially fully rested, and a while ago, Deanna of Alexandria asked us to help her in a battle. So there's going to be a bit of a war going on here, and we are going to help. Well, not a war, just a battle, like I said. But if we get a good positioning, we should be instrumental. Now, Lori and Maggie got into a fight and they beat each other briefly. Not good, but at least it wasn't Shane beating one of them up. Just come on, Shane. All right. Like, the thing is, in RimWorld, nobody really cares about what happens. So just Shane walking around beating random people, and everyone's just, all right, whatever. It's not out of fear or whatever. They just don't care. Like, it's hilarious as a premise. All right, so here we are at the Battle of... I don't know what. Maybe we'll name it after we're done fighting. There we go. Rick's here. Here are the two sides. So, okay, there seems to be less on the Alexandria side. Not too much. And we're up against... What is this? Woodbury? Oh, the Whispers. Okay, this should be a slam dunk then. The Whispers are just tribals, which gives us the advantage in terms of range. If we just pick good position, we should be able to, no problem, just wipe them out. But they don't have good guns. Okay, they have a bunch of trash guns, and then just a rocket launcher and a grenade launcher. So let's hope that we don't get caught by some friendly fire. Like, I don't want them to blow some Whispers up and then have that splash back at Rick. Alright, let's just take some shots at him. Yeah, we don't need careful aiming, we just need... That just lagged my game, holy. Yeah. Let's keep at it, let's keep fighting. Let's keep surviving. Muffalo revenge. Okay, I don't think that's gonna be a problem. Let's kill the humans first and then worry about the Muffalos. Okay. Oh my god, they're charging Rick? Like, why are they just immediately charging Rick? I thought they'd like maybe go for like the... Oh, okay, I actually got him. Not good. Okay, we won the battle, but I think I wouldn't call this a victory since basically everyone from both sides died, except some of the Whisperers actually managed to survive. So let's just clear these Muffalos out. Okay, this one is a huge mess. And also, I love how the Muffalos were counted as enemies. They've been defeated. All right. Is there anything that needs our attention? I don't think so. Not a whole lot of great weaponry for us. Yeah. I'm thinking I'll just take the rocket launcher and stuff. It might be helpful in a raid. Just blow some walls up and stuff. So yeah, let's just pick up all the weapons. Bam, bam, bam. Don't want the Muffalos with me as well. Don't think so. All right, so let's just get all the food first. Packaged survival meals. Given that Rick has to be out and about for a while, I know the simple meals will just decay. There we go. The Glock, RPG. The clothes are looking fine. I'll take the dusters. The cloth tribal wear. Yeah. Yeah, also just get the rest of the weapons. Let's get them all, Walter. Get them all. Perfect. And that's that. Alright, we're given another bounty by the king, and we're just here to fulfill it. The reward for this is admittedly quite trash, but at this point we just need things to do. And if killing is something to do, we'll do it. He actually predicted our movement. Okay, let's finish him off. Not gonna let him turn. Rick's right ear is cut off by the hatchet. Yuck. Not good. Well, I don't know if we can get like an ear prosthetic for Rick. Not sure if that's a thing. But I mean, he could be hurt more. I feel like in RimWorld, doesn't matter if you don't have an ear or something. It's not too much of a detriment. The real detriments are like your eyes, I mean, to be fair, a colonist can be very useful without arms and legs. It's just like if it's like a one arm or something, it's fine. But if they don't have both, then they're kind of useless, and you might as well just use them for organs. And organs go for a pretty penny in the world of RimWorld. I'll tell you that. Not sure why, but anyway, we're done with this. Let's move on to the next thing. Alrighto, we got Rick out of that situation, but also a wanderer by the name of Corin decided to join our gang. But the thing was, we're still kind of blocked by zombies, so I had her essentially join us. Then I had her form a caravan and leave to the outer map. So what I'm planning on is having Rick essentially pick her up on his car on the way back. I don't think I'm going to do this caravan. I think we got enough on our plate as is, including that Woodbury base. Okay. There we are. Hope she got in the car. And I'll just have him chill out for a bit until the zombie threat is dead. They can just kind of hang around outside the base. Like, we don't want him to, like, waste or, like, risk getting injured for basically nothing. Also, Rick got enough weapons and health from adventuring that they should be good to surviving out here for a while. Man, I cannot wait to get the boys together and attack Woodbury. That could be a treat. It'll be us kind of marking our territory, so to speak. Now, yeah, let's not get in there as of now. Yeah, just I don't want him to get into the main colony, because then they'd be in trouble. So far, Carrillo is, I don't know, fitting in well. Not too much of a problem. Our animals are doing fine. Our electricity grid is doing fine. And also, look at these little ducklings, huh? So those the incubator is working wonders. We're getting so many ducks and so many turkeys, which is a very solid source of meat. Also got a chicken. The alpacas are doing fine. I had killed some of them, but you know, I'm gonna kill more. I feel like we have a few too many males. Our deers are finally starting to populate, which is good. Cows are doing fine. Yaks are doing fine. And our mega sloth is fully trained. So he's just helping everybody out, you know? That's good too. So from a early game standpoint, we've basically made it past the early game, right? We don't really have too much of like hunger issues or anything. The main problems right now are just going to be other factions and their raids, because the raids are going to get a little crazy. Especially the raids from the saviors. Those guys' raids, like I said, when RimWorld detects that you're kind of turtling, it just sends the raiders straight on top of your base. Like those pods, if you guys remember. It sends those pods in the middle. So the potential for something getting destroyed when that happens, or someone getting killed, is very, very high. Alright, the zombies are gone, so let's drive back into town. And let's, never mind. Alright, they're harvesting. And here they are, perfect. Okay. Was she, like, not in the car? Like, she just... Like, she wasn't in the car, she was just right next to it. Fair enough. Nice. She's not dignified enough to ride in Rick's car. Also, this is a nice looking AK. Alright. This could be a nice weapon for Shane. Given that his current weapon sucks. It's like a single shot. Ugh. Like, we need a long-range rifle that also has an automatic fire mode, so that if we're getting swarmed by tribals, for example, we could just clear them out. Rick instantly falls asleep. But Corin is getting to work. Perfect. Get back in the car, bro. You need to park it because it's got some goods for us. All right, Rick, get out of there. And yeah, we got a bunch of stuff. Some food, some clothing, and some weapons. One more thing that I did was I actually picked up like a scar or something for Rick himself. So Rick's AK is now up for grabs. Let me think here. Because Shane gets the Magpul AKM. Glenn gets the normal AKM. No one needs the MP. Okay, I'm kind of getting like a group of assault rifle users so that I can use them to raid Woodbury. Essentially, there's no sugarcoating it. I'm gonna use them to raid and destroy the nearest Woodbury settlement. So yeah, we have some spare days to essentially get things in order, maybe build new stuff. The main problem right now is that we're actually running out of wood. So what I'm gonna do is try to... Well, first, I don't want them to run around and just chase things that we don't really need. But I'm gonna try to get them to chop down some more wood. English. Chop down some more wood for the next incoming wave of zombie spawns. Alright, now that that's done, let's go on the offensive. We're gonna get Rick, Shane, Daryl, and Glenn to assault the nearest Woodbury camp. Let's get some food with them. Some meals. I mean, they're pretty close by, so I don't think we need too much food. But they are 4 guys, so they're gonna eat a whole bunch of food. Yeah, let's just get all the pemmican. Pemmican doesn't rot, so that's fine. We need medicine. There we go. I think 10's alright. If they get shot up enough to the point where 10 medicine is not enough, I think they've been completely obliterated. So yeah, I'll have them pack up and get to the nearest Woodbury base, and I'll see you boys there. Alright, here we are at the Woodbury camp. I'm gonna get these boys into position, and okay, they spotted us already, so... Yeah, okay, I think we're about to get swarmed, but as long as we just keep things together, we should be fine. Don't think it's gonna be too much problem. Glenn should be a bit more covered up here. He's a bit out in the... Oh my god, okay. I hadn't realized how much we'd mowed them down. Oh, Daryl got shot. Okay, but okay, that was a lot easier than I expected. Yeah, they even spotted us early, but I think because we curved them around like the water, they were all like clumped up together, so our guys could just mow them down with automatic fire. So that's perfect. Okay, I'm gonna have Rick stabilize Daryl, and then Shane and Glenn can destroy the doors to see what's in the base itself. Alright, it took us a while to get the doors down, but I think we have everything right here. I'll just save so that we have this monumental victory in the bag. And we'll try to reform the caravan. Where's Daryl? Oh, he's undergoing some psychotic wandering. Okay. Well, we did treat his wound, but he's just... I don't want to arrest him, because arresting him will mean that we'll have to try to jail him and convince him again. So we'll just have to deal with this. I'll just wait it out. But okay. The Woodbury guys are turning into zombies, which might prove problematic, given that we want to get out of here as soon as possible. Do we just wait? I mean, I don't know what to do. Yeah, we'll just wait for it. We'll just wait for it. Okay, go, don't shoot them. Okay, I don't think we want to shoot them and get their attention. We want to just wait until Daryl finishes his psychotic break so we can just get out of here ASAP. Because I think if we shoot the zombies, they turn into enemies. And if there's enemies here, we can't just instantly leave. We have to physically get to the car. Which means that there's more room for failure. Blah, 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 blah. You guys get to that. They're also... Let's just... God, why is he still having this stupid psychotic break? What are you doing? Okay. I think I have a way to solve this problem. Just beat him to the ground. There we go. He stopped having a stupid little psychotic episode. Excellent. Rick got hurt though. But we did stop him from, you know, messing around. I'll have Shane drive because it's actually the healthiest one. The rest can ride in the back. There's a lot of food here. Perfect. Some meds, cigarettes. Excellent pick up the rock, but on the weapon front, things aren't too great. But I mean, they are like things that we can sell at least for some good money instead of like a stick, you know. We should also pick up Daryl's rifle from the ground, the SA-58L. Let's pick up the dynamite. Why not? We could sell it. And let's just pick up everything. I mean, the thing is, like, everything is packed up, like, instantly. So there's no, like, oh, we gotta wait this time. No. Everything just gets loaded up. We don't need any of this furniture. And that's that. So that is a big conflict won by us. Perfect. Let's get back to the base. I'm pretty sure that the lack of 4 entire colonists leaves a lot of labor to be done. So let's get them back, let's get them healed, and let's get them back on the field to get some work done. Alright, so we got the gang back together and things were seeming to go fine, but this heat wave is crazy. So our fridge is running out of juice, so it's not sufficiently freezing the food, which does not bode well for us because we just brought back a lot of meals and we do not want those to go to waste. Now, the main problem here is that we kind of rely on wood-fueled generators to keep our power grid up, but we've run out of wood inside our little area. We gotta go outside, and the zombies are outside, so yeah, we're not doing too well. No kind of solution jumps to mind because, like, I try to build more of those windmills, but those require wood to build as well. So, yeah. I think we just kind of gotta wait out and weather the storm in that we'll let whatever rot, essentially, because I don't think we have much of a choice. And, I mean, although it's bad that the things will rot, I think it could be a lot worse. Like, we have the extra food. All that food that we scavenged is extra food, so some of that extra food rotting is no problem because we still have like more than 100 meals, which is perfectly good. Now, one thing that sucks is that a lot of characters have really bad mentals, so for some of the less mentally strong ones, this can mean that they lose it often. I mean, Shane's beating out people left and right, and Daryl is losing it certainly, so I think it's time that we create some personal quarters for our characters so that they can enjoy sleeping. Alright, I would say that is pretty much it for this video. We have survived officially the full year, as you can see on the right. We started off at the 15th of April, May, which is spring, and August is summer, so we're actually a few days into the second year. So we've gone from essentially being homeless, right, because we started our colony a year ago, to having a solid source of food, to being able to survive zombie onslaughts. We're in the middle of a huge zombie wave right now. We're not even like breaking. There's no danger because of how we've built our base. These hills are amazing. We have an animal farm with a lot of ducks and turkeys, so we're good on food. We're well armed. Well, not the best armed, but we're well armed enough to actually go on raids and take out the bases of enemies that we don't like and support our allies in times of need. Now, I will admit that this video has been a bit not too action-y, right? Because of the amount of building up that you had to do. Like, all this consistent sort of livelihood needed time to build up. So we did less sort of fighting and more just building, but we did get to the fighting eventually at the end. We armed ourselves and we did take out the Woodbury base. So yeah. If this video does well, I will certainly revisit this save and this world specifically. We'll probably see more Walking Dead characters. We'll deal with maybe some of the leaders like Gareth or Negan or whatever, right? Maybe we'll see some of the side characters. I've put like Simon, like every single character you can think of, I've put them in here. Like I have like upwards of 40 Walking Dead characters in this world. So yeah, things are quite fun. In any case, if you want a part 2, let me know in the comments, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Peace out.